coming to the stage. Adult brown belt gi fight. Kevin Porter!
Kevin Porter coming to the stage. He is going to be taking on Dylan Martin. Kevin Porter from Big Brothers and Dylan Martin from Revolution BJJ in Richmond, Virginia.
This is a gi men's brown belt division fight. Lightweight, that's under 168 pounds for this match.
Coming up next. Coming up next, from Revolution BJJ Revolution team, Dylan Martin!
Dylan Martin coming out in the black gi.
Both players in a black gi today. Dylan Martin rocking the green and yellow belt. Dylan immediately grabbing grips, pulling guard. Looks like he's setting up a shin-to-shin here.
Yeah, an 8-minute match here in this division at Copa Elite 3.
Dylan's sitting back, Kevin's sitting back for what looked like a straight ankle lock. This could be a really risky play here. Because in this case, if Dylan is able to come up, nice. Kevin doing a nice job coming back to top.
You can give up points there, and if you can get the attack off, it's absolutely a quick way to win the match, but you do risk that other player that was previously on the bottom coming up and scoring. So I'm curious to see if he's going to do this again. It's potentially, if it's in his wheelhouse, a great opportunity to end the match, but now that Dylan is hip to it, it potentially can result in him getting scored on.
And a smart play from Kevin there. He wasn't able to get the submission right away. He came back to top so that those points weren't scored by Dylan. Now he's playing a nice top. Oh, there he drops back again. So we're in the same position where, Kevin has opportunities here for submissions, but if Dylan is able to get his hips underneath him, his knees underneath him, he scores off of Kevin's drop back, essentially. So Kevin has the opportunity here, a chance here that he's giving up points. If Dylan can stay to the top, or close attack on that submission. Dylan playing smart, clearing some distance, getting out of it.
Yeah, we're going to have an advantage for each player. One for the submission attempt and then one for the almost sweep there.
Yep.
So both players are going to be rewarded for that activity there.
So we're still tied up 0-0, 1-1 on our advantages. We got about 6.5 minutes left in the match here.
Yeah, Dylan seems to be much more comfortable playing guard there. He's already started to entangle a little bit of a lapel guard, a little bit potentially going to start looking for almost a berimbolo earlier. Right now he's pinned in the Z shield guard. I'm curious to see if he's going to open up his guard and kind of entangle a more complex guard like we saw him playing earlier.
Kevin doing a nice job being aware of what Dylan's intention is here. Kevin's playing low with his hips, keeping his head down, and what Dylan wants to do in this position is creep his own body underneath Kevin's, get some leverage by getting underneath him, and Kevin's doing a nice job keeping that distance. Dylan coming up for the sweep when Kevin dropped himself back. This is the situation we were talking about. Dylan gets his points right as Kevin goes for the re-sweep.
Yeah, that was really, really close. I'm curious to see if he's going to keep those points or if referee Cam is going to wave them back. Neither one would really surprise me in this situation.
Dylan keeps those 2 points, resets both players standing in the center of the mat. That was a huge win there for Dylan in terms of momentum within this match.
Yeah, I think it was the correct call as well. I think he earned those points. He did stabilize long enough on top as the top player to earn them, so I think that's a really good call there.
Dylan working a reverse de la Riva here a bit, trying to work Kevin's lapel down, potentially looking for some of these complex lapel guards that we see played more and more often now.
Yeah, he's still really, really pinned in the Z shield, though, and Kevin's starting to get even lower. Kevin Porter's starting to get even lower in his positioning to really let the legs and the hip line be harder to access for the entry to those guards.
Kevin on top doing a nice job securing Dylan's bottom leg between his. He's putting a lot of weight on that bottom half guard leg, and that can make it really difficult for Dylan to move around. If Kevin just keeps his weight on that leg, it limits Dylan's ability to move, which limits his ability to mount an offense from this position. It gives Kevin an opportunity to really work his arms in and get the grips that he wants to start passing.
Yeah, it's a great way to systematically kind of dismantle the guard a little bit to start to allow you to open up your passing. And that looks to be what he's doing. Again, it's a little bit slower in the way that he's doing it, but especially when you have a complex guard player like Dylan here on the bottom, it's what you need to do, because the minute you give that player more space to operate and you start to create a scramble, they're going to entangle you in their guard and then really get to work. And that's something you want to avoid tactically in a match like this.
But we also have to keep in mind that Kevin here, he is playing a nice, slow, progressive, intelligent jiu-jitsu game. However, he is down 2 points. He's got plenty of time left.
He's got 4 minutes left to work.
Slow.
Yeah. Definitely the onus is on, he needs to move in order to score, but he's setting himself in a really good position. He's in a low body lock pass. He's looking to get that outside hip a little taller. I'm curious if he's going to try to sit through this or basically open up the half guard and pull his legs through in order to secure the pass.
Dylan doing a nice job rolling through, forcing Kevin to give up that body lock pass position, and resets his closed guard. Be very interested to see what Dylan's able to do with the closed guard.
Yeah, I mean, he really needs to maintain enough activity so that he can be active if he's up on points. Going for the armbar here. Kevin doing a good job of stacking out, forcing back into the guard. You're going to use it to start to go back into that half guard position where he was working his pass earlier in the match.
Beautiful defense there from Kevin. It was a smart play from Dylan on the bottom, a little bit far away to really secure it, but a smart defense from Kevin, settling back into this half guard position.
Yeah, and he really doesn't lose anything for the attempt. They're still back in the half guard. He's been playing well from the half guard for this game. He's up 2 points, and it makes sense as a strategy.
Dylan rolling hard through, trying to grab Kevin's outside pant leg. Kevin staying nice and balled up here, keeping a defensive top half guard position.
Yeah, we're starting to see Porter start to get really high in that knee cut. I'm curious if he's going to lift up and kind of push through really aggressively as the match gets lower, when he's maybe potentially willing to make a larger push into the passing.
Now, ref here gives a warning for stalling. Dylan moves back to full guard.
Armbar attempt here from Dylan on the bottom.
This one's a little bit tighter.
Yeah, very, very dim, and he gets the tap there.
Nice work from Dylan on the bottom there.
Yeah, really, really good work.
Armbar. Dylan Martin from BJJ Revolution.
Really great match there. Love to see the guard play, love to see the dynamism as the bottom player, and also love to see, even up on points, Dylan still looking to push the action, still looking for the submission. It's really one of the things that we look for on Copa Elite whenever we have these super fight matches.
It was a really nice play from Dylan strategically. He clearly saw something that Kevin was doing earlier in the match. Kevin did that same stand-up 3 separate times. On the third one, he had adjusted in such a way that he was able to pull off the submission.